Here we go. This will do. Yeah, let's check this out. So this is the Scuff Reflex, right? 4 remappable buttons, save up to 3 custom profiles, removable faceplate trim, okay, play wireless, plug in for extended play. Oh, that's handy. Interchangeable thumbsticks, okay, mute your microphone. Then you get grips with it. Instant triggers and bumpers. All right, so that's it does, isn't it? Yeah, it's got a carbon look to it. But the thing is, you could customize the look on top of it, whereas PS5 Edge this is 4 days ago, so we'll look at this one. So this is the PS5 one now. Swappable stick caps. Alright. Replaceable stick modules. Changeable back buttons. But you only get 2. Customizable button mapping. Okay. I like that style of back button though. Adjustable trigger stops and dead zones. So for it to have, actually let it continue playing first. USB branded cable. Okay, so that's just their way of saying you can play for longer then. Show profiles and settings. Adjust audio. The carrier case is dope. Alright, so that's the PlayStation 5 Edge, which does retail for, was it 200 quid, whereas the Scuf is 180, if I am not mistaken. So I just don't know what one's better value for money, because that carrier case is dope, but how often are you going to be carrying around your controller? Not really that often, but it is great to have it. So cool, you can swap the sticks over. Swapping the sticks over isn't that big of a deal, because as you can see, I have that on my sticks and I swear by them. These are dope. So swapping the sticks over isn't really gonna be that big of a deal. I'll probably adjust the height of it, but the actual caps will remain the same for me. Okay, so you get 2 types of back button. You get basically a flathead or a push type of a button. I do like the premise of that push button, like this button here. I'm just imagine My bad. But yeah, I'm just imagining pushing the buttons like this might be more comfortable than to tapping the back buttons, because this is how you're going to hold a controller. So naturally, going like that is more natural than going like that, or like that, if that makes sense. So that's quite a big deal, actually. But I don't want to feel like I'm making that the major selling point, but it is a big difference. See, look, you can even see the movement of them. Now, adjustable trigger stops and dead zones. You know what? I think this might be the one, you know. I think this might be better than Scuf. And I'm only referring to the Reflex Scuf. Because if you want to pay more money, you can get this trigger stop, so that when you're about to fire the gun, you don't have to travel all the way down to press the trigger. You could just tap it almost. So that naturally makes your time to kill and your response time quicker. So it has a effect on your game, which is obviously great, right? However, you got to pay a bit more for that on Scuf. And when you have that, you don't get the haptic feedback or vibrations. Me, I play with vibrations and haptic feedback. I always play with it. The PlayStation controller gives you the option as to how tight you want to have it, as it shows there. They actually show it as well. Hold on. So that's it there. So if you do it to that dot, that means you gotta press it all the way down. But if you do it to the top, you don't have to hold the trigger all the way down to get a response. Turnable stick sensitivity and dead zones. That's just something that will be handy. Immersive adaptive triggers and haptic feedback. If you go for the instant triggers with the Scuf, which you have to pay an extra 50 for, because it'll be the Scuf FPS controllers, you don't get the haptic feedback. You don't get a vibration, I don't think. However, you do get a controller and it's lighter, but I don't want that. I want to feel the weight of the controller more and the vibration. Okay, USB branded cable with lockable connector housing. We're gonna have to compare this cable to the one that you get with the Scuf, because you can play wireless or wired with the Scuf. So we're gonna look back at that cable that you get with that Scuf. Okay, so that is to adjust the profiles and settings. It does look a bit nuts, but I guess after a while you'll get used to how it functions, and there'll probably be tutorials on it. I'll probably do a tutorial on it, actually. Adjust audio, and then it's housed in this. So that's that. Now let's go back to Scuff. So this is the Scuf. We've already concluded it looks dope. Like the color of it looks fire, right? And this is the Reflex. So this is like their basic one, which is retailing at 180, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, Reflex starts at £180, right? This is the bare bones Reflex. So let's just recap. Yeah, the PS1 is the one that's doing it. So 4 mappable buttons. Hey, Spinner Boy, welcome to the stream, man. You just caught us as we're debating what is better value for money and what is the better option between the Scuf and the new PlayStation 5, well, DualSense Edge controller. You just finished the campaign. Oh, dope. What did you think of it? And can you fill us in as to what weapons you get in the campaign? Is the UMP in the campaign? Is the intervention in the campaign? Let us know. So with the Scuf, you get to save up to 3 custom profiles. I think that's the same as the thingy. Removable faceplate trim. Right. Play wireless. Now straight away, the PlayStation Edge wire is better than this one. Like clearly. This is just a regular wire almost, but just with the Scuf branding. So that is actually a point for the PS5 controller. Plug in for extended play. Yeah, just like the PlayStation 5. What an Edge. Interchangeable thumbsticks. We discussed that. Mute your mic. Yeah, that's already on the thing. Now this is the Pro version, which costs a bit more. We're talking, how much is the Pro? The Pro version. Now the Pro version costs 220. All the innovation found in the Reflex, which we just went over, with the extra comfort added with non-slip performance grip, because we know you'll be gaming longer hours now that you're unstoppable. So essentially they're charging £20 for this performance grip. Introducing Reflex FPS now, and this costs £250. So for £50, which is basically overall £70 off of the base price of this controller, you get the instant triggers and the instant bumpers, which means the controller overall will be lighter. However, you don't get the triggers with it. Sorry, you don't get the vibration or adaptive feedback. So let me just read what it says here. Created for the first-person shooter gamers among us, Reflex FPS upgrades your game with dedicated instant triggers, providing a mouse click action sure to get you firing faster than ever before. Okay, so that is important because besides gameplay wise, if we go back to this, I hope they come out with another color, but I don't mind it. If we go to this, where was it where it had the triggers? Yeah, it was here. So adjustable trigger stops and dead zones. So you can get this as instant as, at least you have the option to make it possibly instant triggers. Yeah. Would like to know your opinion of the campaign since you've completed it, Spinner Boy. Yeah, you know what? My conclusion is, for 200 you get the improved wire for the controller. You get the option to improve upon the triggers, as you can see here in this screenshot of the controller. That's huge. And you get a carrier case, which is just an added on feature, right? And what I want to go to is the screenshot of the back buttons. Yeah. I think this, the carrier case does look dope, but think about Jamalam, how often are you going to use the carrier case? Like, do you travel with the controller even? It's just a handy thing to have, I think. I don't think I'll be using it much. Yeah, I do like that. That seems more natural to me. Pushing the buttons like that seems like it'll be a lot more natural. So yeah, I'm gonna order this next week. Yeah, I'm gonna order this next week. But it is a nice addition, yeah. That's what I was thinking. It's like, as nice as it looks, how often am I actually gonna use it? Is what I was thinking. So this is it. The carrier case. So as you can see, you get the thumbsticks, the back buttons, which you can swap out, and the new wire that can allow you to be locked in, which is a good added function. And of course this carrier case. So organized, charged and ready in one case, so you can charge it from the case. So yeah, this is almost a no-brainer actually. I think what would make it a no-brainer, if there was more than one color. They've only advertised it with this one color. If there's other colors like the black color or blue, that would be dope. But yeah, so I will be pre-ordering this. On the 25th. I'll also post this on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment and subscribe your thoughts on the new PlayStation DualSense Edge controller versus the Scuff Reflex controller. Because yeah, I've made my mind up. For an extra £20, because that Reflex is 180. For an extra £20, you get a carrier case, a new wire, a functional wire, and a more ergonomically designed back button, where it's not a flat head, it's a curvature button. So you get those three things, as well as the option to improve upon your trigger distance to make them not so much as instant triggers but fast triggers. Let's just say that you can make them fast triggers. So yeah, that's my overall summary. For an extra £20, you're getting that much value from a pro controller. And once again, like, comment and subscribe on the YouTube. Your thoughts of the Scuff Reflex and or versus the PlayStation DualSense Edge controller. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace. Alright, so I've done a clip for YouTube.